It is now official. Congress has passed a new bill affecting Social Security, and it includes an extra payment scheduled for this month. This update directly impacts millions of retirees, disabled individuals, and survivors who rely on Social Security as a primary source of income. Here at Senior Pension Guide, everything will be explained clearly and calmly so that anyone can understand exactly what has changed, what the extra payment means, who may qualify, how it will be delivered, and what seniors should expect moving forward. This is not speculation or rumor. The measure has officially passed through Congress and has been confirmed through federal channels, making this one of the most important Social Security developments of the year. The newly passed legislation focuses on strengthening Social Security payments while also providing temporary financial relief in the form of an additional payment this month. The bill was designed to address rising living costs, inflation pressure, and the growing financial strain many older Americans are experiencing. Over the past few years, everyday expenses such as groceries, utilities, rent, property taxes, insurance premiums, and medical costs have steadily increased. While cost of living adjustments have helped, many seniors have still found it difficult to keep up. This new bill aims to provide short-term relief while also reinforcing long-term payment stability for everyone who depends on these benefits. The most immediate part of this legislation is the extra payment that will be issued this month. This additional payment is entirely separate from regular monthly Social Security benefits. It is not replacing the standard benefit, and it does not reduce future payments in any way. Instead, it is being distributed as supplemental relief to help offset costs that have built up over time. For many recipients, this may appear as a second deposit within the same month, depending on their payment schedule. Those who receive their benefits through direct deposit will see the extra funds deposited into the same bank account already on file. Individuals who receive paper checks will receive the additional payment through the same mailing method already registered with the Social Security Administration. The reason for issuing this extra payment now is tied directly to ongoing economic conditions. Inflation has hit seniors particularly hard because most retirees live on fixed incomes. When food prices rise, when prescription medication costs increase, or when utility bills climb heading into seasonal changes, there is often no additional income available to absorb those changes. Lawmakers structured this bill to provide targeted support to Social Security beneficiaries who are most vulnerable to rising expenses. The extra payment is meant to help bridge that financial gap, even if temporarily, and to send a clear message that the federal government is paying attention to the real challenges facing older Americans. In addition to the one-time extra payment, the bill includes provisions that adjust how certain benefit calculations are handled going forward. While the immediate focus is on the supplemental deposit this month, the broader legislation also contains updates that may positively influence future payment amounts. Some of these adjustments aim to protect beneficiaries from unexpected reductions and to improve payment accuracy over time. Administrative improvements are also part of the bill, specifically designed to reduce processing delays and strengthen communication between Social Security offices and the millions of Americans they serve. For seniors who are already receiving retirement benefits, the process should be completely automatic. There is no need to submit a new application, make a phone call, or complete any additional paperwork to receive the extra payment. Eligibility is generally based on current enrollment in Social Security programs, including retirement benefits, disability benefits, or survivor benefits. Supplemental Security income recipients may also qualify depending on the specific eligibility guidelines outlined in the final version of the legislation. Federal administrators have structured the payment system specifically to ensure that eligible individuals receive the funds without any additional steps or confusion on their part. The timing of the extra payment is aligned with the regular Social Security distribution calendar. Social Security payments are typically sent based on birth dates or program category. Retirees born between certain dates receive payments on specific Wednesdays of the month, while Supplemental Security income recipients usually receive payments at the very beginning of the month. The extra payment will follow a similar distribution structure in order to avoid confusion and administrative complications. This means recipients should simply monitor their usual payment dates, as the supplemental amount will likely coincide with those already established schedules. It is critically important to understand that this extra payment is not a loan and does not need to be repaid at any point. It is also not considered in advance that reduces future benefits. The legislation clearly outlines that the funds are structured as supplemental assistance. Recipients should remain aware that Social Security income may be taxable depending on total annual income. However, the extra payment itself does not fundamentally change the taxation structure of Social Security benefits. Individuals with concerns about tax impact should review their overall income levels and consult a trusted advisor, but no immediate action is required for the vast majority of recipients. The amount of the extra payment may vary depending on the type of benefit an individual receives. Social Security retirement beneficiaries typically receive payments based on their lifetime earnings record and the age at which they began collecting. Disability beneficiaries receive payments based on a similar earnings formula adjusted for eligibility criteria. Survivor beneficiaries receive payments based on the earnings history of the deceased worker. Because monthly benefit amounts differ from person to person, the extra payment may be structured proportionally or issued as a flat supplemental amount depending on how the bill was finalized in its funding design. Federal administrators are applying the payment formula consistently across all eligible categories to ensure fairness across the board. Another major component of the bill involves strengthening the long-term funding outlook of Social Security. While the immediate extra payment is receiving the most public attention, lawmakers also addressed broader financial sustainability concerns within this same legislation. Adjustments in funding allocations and revenue mechanisms were included to reinforce the program's long-term stability. These changes aim to preserve benefits for current retirees while also protecting future beneficiaries from potential reductions down the road. Although long-term funding projections have raised concerns in recent years among policy experts, this bill represents a meaningful step toward providing additional financial support to the system that so many Americans rely on. Many seniors have expressed concern about whether this extra payment could impact eligibility for other assistance programs. In general, federal relief payments are structured so they do not count as income for certain benefit programs, especially when they are issued as one-time supplemental payments. However, recipients who receive needs-based assistance, such as housing support or Medicaid, should remain aware of any reporting requirements in their state. The legislation was crafted with these protections in mind, but individuals should stay informed about how various programs interact. Senior Pension Guide will continue to monitor and share updates as more specific guidance is released through official federal channels. For disabled individuals receiving Social Security disability insurance, the extra payment follows the same automatic structure as retirement benefits. There is no separate application required for disability recipients. The payment will be processed using the same system that distributes regular monthly benefits. Those receiving supplemental security income due to disability should also expect automatic processing if they qualify under the bill's guidelines. Survivor benefit recipients, including widows and widowers who depend on Social Security payments after the loss of a spouse, are also fully included in the scope of this legislation. This inclusive structure ensures that relief extends to the broader Social Security population rather than being limited to any single group. Administrative improvements included in the bill may also help reduce processing backlogs that have frustrated many seniors over recent years. Social Security offices have faced staffing challenges and increased workloads, leading to delays and communication difficulties. The legislation allocates additional resources to improve service efficiency, enhance phone and in-person support options, and modernize digital systems used to manage benefit distribution. These changes may not be immediately visible to recipients, but they are designed to improve the overall quality of service that seniors receive when they need help most. As the extra payment is issued this month, recipients should monitor their bank accounts or mail delivery according to their normal payment schedule. Direct deposit recipients often receive funds faster than paper check recipients, but both methods are included in the full rollout plan. If a payment appears delayed by a day or two, patience is encouraged, as processing times can vary slightly depending on financial institutions and postal schedules. In closing, Congress has officially passed a bill that includes an extra Social Security payment this month, along with broader provisions aimed at strengthening the program for the long term. The payment will be automatic for all eligible beneficiaries and distributed according to established schedules. It does not replace regular benefits, does not require repayment, and is structured to provide real financial relief during a period of increased living costs. Regular monthly benefits remain unchanged. Cost of living adjustments continue under existing formulas, and long-term program stability remains a core priority within the legislation. Here at Senior Pension Guide, seniors can move forward with confidence knowing that this measure was formally authorized and carefully structured to support those who depend on Social Security the most. Staying informed, protecting personal information, and using the supplemental payment wisely will help ensure that this opportunity provides meaningful financial relief when it is needed most.